This is from Genesis 38, verses 13 through 26. A lot of verses. If I was to spend all day on them, we'd be here for a month. But we'll go through them very quickly. And it was told Tamar, saying, "Look, your father-in-law is going up to Timnah to shear his sheep." So she took off her widow's garments, covered herself with a veil, and wrapped herself, and sat in an open place which was on the way to Timnah. For she saw that Shelah was grown, and she was not given to him as a wife. When Judah saw her, he thought she was a harlot, because she had covered her face. Then he turned to her by the way and said, "Please, let me come into you," for he did not know that she was his daughter-in-law. And she said, "What will you give me that you may come into me?" And he said, "I will give you a young goat from the flock." So she said, "Will you give me a pledge until you send it?" Then he said, "What pledge shall I give you?" So she said, "Your signet and cord and your staff that is in your hand." Then he gave them to her and went in to her, and she conceived by him. So she arose and went away and laid aside her veil and put on the garments of her widowhood. And Judah sent the young goat by the hand of his friend the Adulamite to receive his pledge from the woman's hand, but he did not find her. Then he asked the men of the place, saying, "Where is the harlot who was openly by the roadside?" And they said, "There is no harlot in this place." So he returned to Judah and said, "I cannot find her." Also the men of the place said, "There was no harlot in this place." Then Judah said, "Let her take them for herself, lest we be shamed. For I sent this young goat, and you have not found her." And it came to pass after about 3 months that Judah was told, saying, "Tamar, your daughter-in-law, has played the harlot. Furthermore, she is with child by harlotry." So Judah said, "Bring her out and let her be burned." When she was brought out, she sent to her father-in-law, saying, "By the man to whom these belong, I am with child." And she said, "Please determine whose these are, the signet and cord and staff." So Judah acknowledged them and said, "She has been more righteous than I, because I did not give her to Shelah my son." And he never knew her again. The next section for you today, which clearly shows the dispensational model, and which shows an implicit reference to a pre-tribulation rapture, is found in Genesis 38. It is the story of Judah and Tamar. It is a simple and a remarkable story of the coming Christ, but it also shows us much, much more. In this story, Judah is a picture of the Jewish people. Tamar is a picture of the Gentile-led church. Judah possessed the cord, staff, and signet, each which symbolizes the person and authority of Christ. Judah, however, bargained this right away for the price of a harlot, something clearly seen in the spiritual harlotry of Israel when they sold off Christ at his first coming.